Okay, first of all, I tried something different with my hair, and my homegirl said that it makes me look 35. I'm not 35. I don't mean anything mean to people who are 35. Mind you, I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at myself. So I really don't know what to do with it. So I'm kind of, I don't know what's, I'm feeling some type of way. You know, because this whole, I don't know what this is going on. Nothing about this is sassy. So if you see me fooling with it, this totally isn't a video about you watching me do my hair. I promise. Not a fan. I don't know. Anyway, how are you? A sticky note on there. So, I guess like I'm gonna do a random reading. I'm lowering down the music because y'all know how I do with that. I'm gonna do a random reading just because I'm feeling spontaneous. Journer. How are you? How's your week been? It's Friday. Are you at home watching YouTube on a Friday? I'm at home uploading to YouTube on a Friday. So, just saying. As always, I have no idea what I'm about to do. But I know part of what I'm about to do. I mean, if it works out that way. I think that I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do 3 cards. I'm just going to pick a bunch of oracles. Just because. Because we're spontaneous and stuff and things or whatever. Okay. Let me see. How awkward is this, right? I'm just all here, all quiet. Getting 3 cards for this person or people that I'm reading for. Give me a break, man. I don't really know what to do to make it not awkward. You know? I had a funny thought about earlier, and I feel like I kind of left you out of that. This is really awkward. There's music in the background, so I can't use that excuse this time. So I don't know. I guess you just have to sit here and watch me do this, man. Sit here and watch me do it. Catch a vibe, you know what I'm saying? I hope you're doing well. Let's see what we twerking with. Yes, I said twerking. Okay. I really gotta turn off my notifications because when I get notifications that come in when it's just never, I tried to do a random reading last night and I got a notification from someone that threw off my vibe so much, y'all. I could not read for the rest of the night. I was done. It was a done deal. I had to call my little Pisces homegirl to get my mind together. Anyway, so in the present position, I guess we're gonna call it that. We have the 7 of Pentacles. And the past position, or the past influence, we have the 4 of Pentacles. And your, oh, come on, man. Your future, or your future guidance, outcome, whatever. You have the 8 of Swords. So, all right. In the past, you guys opened up. Hence the open up card. But I mean open up in a way that I feel like you guys were very closed off in the sense, because you know, closed is the opposite of open. I mean, closed off in the sense of where lack mentality. There you go. Like the philosophy of scarcity, so to speak. So, okay, I'm putting it down. It feels like it's not even getting lower. But it's almost like a lack mentality. So there was like scarcity. So you guys were, I call it the hoardy spirit, you know? In being a hoarder, not necessarily in things, but in emotions, money, stuff, time, what have you. You guys were kind of closed off from that. And the root of that is a lack mentality and scarcity. And I think it's kind of interesting that you guys are awaiting results to manifest now from your scarcity. But I guess you guys are awaiting results from when you did open up, you know? That's okay. Now, with your outcome, we have the helpless and hopeless card. The thing I think is dope about this card, oh, I probably should show it to you, huh? This is a perception. That does not mean that in your future that you will be helpless and hopeless. It's saying that that is a, if you find yourself in this position, or you may find yourself in this position. With 8 being a power number, I look at this as advice on how to empower yourself, right? And that is by changing your perspective. Because it's like, with the 8 of Swords, it's like you're bound, but not really, you know? Because in the traditional Rider-Waite, that's like the girl and the swords are behind her and she's blindfolded and loosely tied. But if she just kind of like yawned and stretched, she'd be able to take the blindfold off and, you know, walk away because there's nothing in front of her. It just seems like it. So going forward, when you guys kind of find yourself in this place where you're in an obstacle, right? It's about changing your perception on it, because what we think, and I'm about to sound so cliche, what we think, we believe. Oh, I really got to turn off these notifications. So distracting. Anyway, what we think, we believe, okay? So how we perceive something in our head is how it's going to show up in our lives. So if you find yourself in a situation, or even if you're feeling that now, to where, okay, never mind. Okay, well, no, I'm not going to say never mind, because this is legit the truth. All right. The storyline just kicked in. I love how that happened. Okay. You guys were in a situation, right, that ended recently. Like recent past, it ended. You were closed off in the situation, but you realized that in order to receive from it, that you needed to open up, and you did, right? And you've been waiting for this person to show you something. And I'm not even going to do variations. I'm just going to stick with the freaking storyline that I hear. If the energy resonates, even if I'm talking about a job, then just apply it. But anyway, so you were closed off in the past, and you realized that in order for me to get or receive from this situation, I have to reciprocate. So you opened up and you did. So you kind of put your heart on the line, went against like your fears to, you know, stuff like that. I really gotta turn off these notifications. You went against your, what some would call their better judgment, but not really their better judgment, because when people say that, I usually interpret that as like, you know, your fears. But anyway, so you opened up, and you took a risk by opening up, and now you're in a place where you're waiting to get that reward, in a sense, for you opening up. So you're waiting for like the reciprocity from the other person. And it's not happening, or it doesn't seem to be happening. So now in your head, very much, you're thinking like, oh, this is such a stupid idea, and this wasn't gonna work out, what was I thinking, and nah. And you're feeling very helpless and hopeless. Like you're feeling kind of trapped and bound, because it's almost like you opened yourself up, you know? And you opened yourself up, and now it's like you're vulnerable, you know? And now you're like thinking about it and ruminating all over it, and so on and so forth. Let's see what else is going on. Man, I swear, this whole, oh, good Lord. This whole month, I've been getting the same freaking cards, I swear. So, okay. I have the Two of Swords, which is even better. Because I look at, like, the Eight of Swords is like the Two of Swords on fleek. Because, like, the Two of Swords is like, I'm on the fence. But the Eight of Swords is like, I've been on the fence for so long that, like, you know, I don't know. I can't think of something good to compare it to. Like, I was literally thinking about, like, when you're sitting on a fence and it makes your butt hurt, but I just couldn't get that to come out in a way that makes sense. Whatever, you feel me. And then we have the Seven of Swords. And the dope part about this is we have the Ace of Wands, which is super awesome. So I can tell you how this is gonna pan out, my friend. So with this scenario of you with, you know, taking a chance, opening up, not, you know, being all closed off and whatnot, you're waiting to get a result from it, it's not really panning out. Yes, I am repeating myself just in case my tangent threw someone off out there somewhere. But the thing that I'm seeing is I'm kind of leaning more towards that this situation isn't for you. And I think it's good that you kind of opened up and took a chance. Because that way you're not going to walk away like with shoulda, coulda, wouldas and wondering like, what if I would have done this? Or what if I would have tried that? What if I would have opened up a little more, this and that, whatever. So now you ain't got to worry about all that. Okay? Because I think, okay, this is what this makes me think of. And I always talk about books that I've read, but this is the one that's popping in my head. And I mentioned in the reading before. It's How to Spot a Dangerous Man, right? In that book, they talk about like the psychosomatic response your body has when it's in danger. So like how subconsciously you can sense that you're in danger, but consciously you might not be aware of it. So that's kind of like if you're around a certain person and you get like a headache or stomach cramps, or you get nervous and sweaty or whatever. So it's just different physiological responses that your body has when you're around a particular person, right? And to kind of bring that into a sense of us being intuitive people and whatnot or whatever, it's like when your intuition is telling you something, right? And you're not listening or refusing to see it with your third eye, you know? Then you'll get that physiological response, right? So what I'm seeing with this is that a lot of the reason why you were closed off to this person and not opening up, it wasn't because like, oh my gosh, you've been through so much stuff in your life and you've been hurt by so many people that it's like you just don't trust nobody and you're projecting, and it wasn't none of that. It's like your body was like, they ain't no good. But the dope thing about this is you opening up. It's not anything to regret. You know what I'm saying? If you had any questions within yourself of wondering if you were able to open up to someone, you now know that you can. But yeah, that's really what I'm feeling with these two here, is that that's why you were kind of closed off. So you took the risk and you opened up, right? And now, and look at this, 7 and freaking 7. If that's not divine timing, I don't know what is, boo thing. So it's like right now, it's like you're opening up because you know some junk ain't right. You know, you're trying to get that real. Because, you know, usually the 7 of Swords is like the little sneaky dude stealing stuff or whatever. But in this deck, you know, it's different. So this is like you going in search of the truth. Like of you finding out like what is it that's really going on here? So now it's like, you know, wiping the little crust out of your third eye, you know, and really getting in tune. And I don't really know what you're gonna do, but you know, and this can go two ways. This is where I'll let it deviate. Either it's gonna be the person that you're dealing with. Like if we look at these three here, well, yeah, those three. Either the person that you're dealing with, because it's two different storylines that I'm hearing, so go one or two ways. Either you're going to realize that this person is super dope sauce for you, right? So you were blinded to the fact that this person was super dope sauce for you. And by you going within and seeking the truth, weighing out some stuff, you're going to see that, you're going to get the results of what you've been waiting for. And seeing that this person is super dope sauce for you, and then you're going to have a passionate in the beginning with them, or you're going to see that this person really was not good for you, and that's for the people who are getting these little physiological responses and we're kind of closed off, because, I'm kind of feeling like the person's really not showing you anything. And then the fact that I don't see any cups here, which is odd that this turned into love somehow, because this is very very practical and headspacey. So were we considering a situationship marriage of convenience type of thing? Because I don't see no emotions going on up in here. I don't know, whatever. But anywho, you're going to get clarity on what it is, like for the second person, clarity that you may need to walk away from this situation. And if you do get out of two minds about this, kind of like you are here, because you see how she's kind of tearing through the curtain. She's getting out of two minds so she can get to a place of stability. Once you do that, then you'll have a passionate new beginning. So whether you're in two minds about the person, well, both of you would be in two minds about the person. But I mean, if you're in two minds about a person who isn't a bad person for you, you will also be getting out of that and stepping into a passionate new beginning, There's something else I want to say here. What was it? It just came to my mind and it slipped away. What was it? I don't remember. I suppose it'll come back to me. I don't remember what it was, y'all. Stuff just be slipping out my mind and stuff and things or whatever. What was that? I don't know. If it's meant to come back to me, it will. Although I do feel like I'm totally missing something. Like I feel almost paused to move forward. It was something that I had thought about earlier today, okay? Something I thought about earlier today, too. Something about relationships and people. Oh, well. I don't want to let it go. I really don't. I feel like I should pull 3 of these. I really don't know why. But I guess. We're winging it, okay? We're winging it. Something about being closed off, taking a risk, kind of waiting it out, not seeing the truth about it, going in. Who is that? It was an Instagram update. I get happy when certain people like my stuff, y'all. I'm going through a transition in my life. I've been unfollowed by a lot of people. It's like, oh my gosh, she has a tarot card on there, unfollow. So I switched to another Instagram page just so I don't freak out the people who were polite enough to not unfollow me. And one of those people just liked my post. I love people like that. Anywho, oh my gosh, y'all, I really want to remember. I want to remember so bad because it was so freaking like it was really perfect, but I guess it just was not supposed to be said. So I'm just going to let it go because I think me holding on to it is creating resistance. You know what I mean? So I'm surrendering it up, universe. Come here, little stragglers. Yeah, man. And there she goes thinking about it again. I'm sorry. Let me stop. All right, let's see what we got going with these little... Do I really want to pick 3? Do I want to pick... Okay, I think for the romance angels, I'm going to pick 3 just because. I don't know if they're going to be related or unrelated. But I feel like doing like a buffet style type of thing. I'm already at 20 minutes. People are probably going to be like, whatever, I'm about to watch all this. But guess what? If you trying to know a little something, you going to watch. I promise you that. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Who's to say? All right. We're going to do 1 surrender card because the surrender deck is gangster. Judig. Let's see. Removing the veil and such. Situation. I don't know. Anyway. Surrender card. What they got? What's that? Surrender unhealthy relationships. Hey, that's technically relevant. Yo, I'm really like... I think I'm using every deck that's on my desk right now. Just because. I hope I made that clear. And I think I've come to realize, why does I repeat myself so much? I repeat myself a great deal because I notice that sometimes not everyone can comprehend things the first time around. You know what I mean? And I think if ever I feel compelled to repeat something, I don't really feel that it's more or less for me. I think someone who has like kind of quick comprehension, I think we have a tendency to take that for granted and forget that not everyone catches on to stuff, you know, first time they hear it. Sometimes they hear it with their human ears and they don't, and it takes a second for it to kick in with their spiritual ears. You know what I'm saying? But it's like with this, I'm literally in 2 minds right now because in my spirit, I feel I'm not finished with this. But in my mind, I'm thinking of all of the emails that I get that are like, you be repeating the same thing. And I know for somebody that's helpful for some people. But it's like, I'm in 2 minds right now about this because I feel some type of way. I don't feel like I'm done. I'm told I need to look at the bottom of the deck. And that princess shall do. Are you freaking kidding me? We got this in the last reading, and I'm like, I'm so over this card. I'm so over this card, y'all. Ugh. It's so funny being a reader because sometimes you keep getting the same cards over and over where you just got to be like, what is going on right now? Okay, just breathe. This is your 4 of Swords card. That's taking a moment after, okay, this is making sense. You taking a moment out after being disappointed. So I'm assuming that this is just kind of confirmation that this is not more or less that 2-person situation. It's the first scenario that I gave of someone who took that risk and opened up to someone and, you know, kind of waiting to see how that's going to pan out. And it's like you kind of already knew from jump because you were getting signs in the very beginning that this wasn't for you. But you're waiting, but it's within divine timing for you to get this little revelation. You know what I mean? And you're going to have a passionate new beginning, but I'm feeling like, you know, what you need to do now is kind of go within, take some time to just kind of recoup yourself, because I always say that at the end of relationships, I believe that a facet of us dies and is reborn, you know? Maybe not, maybe in the absolute least dramatic sense, but it's just like it's a new version of yourself. It's like you have new lessons, new awareness, new experiences, things of that nature. And I think it's imperative that after a relationship ends that we detox, you know, especially like was at the bottom of the surrender deck, if it was an unhealthy relationship, a codependent, toxic kind of deal. And I was just saying, I feel like I need to talk a little bit more about that. So let's see what we got going on here. We have healing family issues, release your ex, and past life relationship. Now, this lets me know karmic partner. Okay? The unfinished business from our childhood gets relived every day in every circumstance in our life until it's resolved, because us replicating these wounds is how, psychologically speaking, how we get closure. So you will keep drawing those same people to you with those same vibes as the original person who wounded you, i.e. one of your mommy, daddy, parents, whatever. And what does it say at the bottom? Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So as you heal those wounds from your childhood, you forgive yourself, you forgive your parents for not being the parent it was that you needed, then that frees up your energy. It shifts it, you know, and allows you to attract something different. Now, this release your ex business, okay? The time has come to clear your energy. Yes, please clear your energy. Because what I'm getting is with this person, so this is somebody you've been dealing with for a good little while. Somebody you're probably going back and forth to. And you're drawn to them because of that wound. So this person, and I mean, this is me totally reaching, but I mean, this person might remind you of your pappy or something, you know? Subconsciously, not consciously. And I'm not saying that in any type of like way like that, you know? But with this being a past life relationship, I honestly believe that this is someone that you had a relationship with in a past life, i.e. karmic partners, so some unfinished business that y'all might have had from eons ago. But, you know, I mean, it can help both of you. That's the wonderful thing about karmic relationships is you grow and they can grow. Okay? So, yeah. Now I feel complete in this. So, hopefully that was clear and concise, and now I feel less okay? So, all right. I'm going to do the angel answer last. But the surrender card that I picked is surrender worry. Make a commitment not... Wait, okay. My eyes are bad, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Wow, I really feel like an old lady. With the old lady hairstyle and I can't see. I didn't even buy photos on. Anyway, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. God. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. See? You have nothing to worry about. So, I feel like that's relating to these two, you know? When you're feeling helpless and hopeless, you know? When you're kind of in two minds about something, you know? Or when, you know, you're on the fence about stuff, it's like, don't worry and don't stress yourself out, because you have to remember you have a whole freaking spiritual goon gang behind you, dagnabbit. Whole goon gang. Spirits. Things are always working out in your best interest, in case you didn't know. And, did I not just say this? Cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. Yes, yes, yes. And we're going to do an angel answer card. I'm looking at my life purpose oracle deck just because I really want to pick one. So maybe someone sat through all of this and they also have questions about career, or you know, somebody who this reading was for also has a question about career. But maybe this is just me because I really want to use this deck because I never use it. And I like, you know, was like, oh my gosh, I have to get it. I never use it. But while I'm shuffling this, you can go ahead and think of the question that you have for the angel answer card that I picked. You know, I usually pick 3, but something said pick 1. But I'm going to pick a card from the Life Purpose Oracle deck. You know, because maybe something that you want to ponder on after leaving this whole little situation that you were in your cleansing and whatnot is thinking about your life purpose. You never know. We're at 31 minutes, like whatever. Okie dokie, lemon chokey. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Let's see what we got. Flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to those through your life purpose. Others. I can't read or talk today, y'all. It's late. Sort of. For me. I'm old. Yeah, so that was for someone. I don't know. All right, so now I'm going to flip over the angel answer card. Did you think? Okay, that's your answer. What does it say? I don't know. Peaceful resolution. All right. So I guess that's that. Mr. or Mrs. That's that. I love you so much, my little subbies. I thank you guys for supporting me in this little journey of mine. Trying to get my little manifestation on, trying to get in alignment of the things that I've been told to do constantly that I never seem to listen to when I'm supposed to. I'm sure some of you feel me on that. But please continue to like and share and subscribe, guys. Let me know whatever it is that you want to see, you know, because I come up with randomness. But, you know, if there's any kind of reading that you guys would like me to start doing, I'm open to suggestions, you know? Have a little think tank via comment stuff or whatever. But that's it. I'm probably going to do another reading. I'm not going to lie. Not in this video, but whatever. I love your face, and I will see you soon. Deuce, deuce.